Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking Black Friday deals because Nintendo just announced their official deals that'll be available through all major retailers, and I'm telling you right now, those deals are crazy. So if any of you out there don't know exactly how it works, Nintendo each year releases an official list of games that they're sort of sponsoring the Black Friday deals on. And these deals are going to be available through all major retailers, so like your Walmarts, your Best Buys, and whatnot. This doesn't mean that any of these specific individual stores won't have their own deals going on, but the deals that we're going to talk about today are the ones that should be available through all the retailers and that are sponsored by Nintendo themselves. And it's quite something for this year. So it's really worth taking a look at, especially if some of these games you don't have in your collection yet. I think this will be the perfect and probably the best moment to pick them up because if you're not aware, Nintendo doesn't do first-party sales very often. So when they come around, you really got to jump on them. And right now, this year, this is about as good as it gets for first-party games. Now, as you're watching this video, if you do like what you're seeing, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you aren't already to the channel. So let's start big. Let's start with the Nintendo Switch itself. This year, Nintendo isn't actually doing a price cut on the regular Nintendo Switch, so that'll be available for $299, but what they are doing is they're bundling it with a free copy of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and 3 free months of online subscriptions. Basically, this is a great value. For Nintendo, it's about the best value you're going to get on one of their systems. So instead of a price cut, you're getting a $60 game for free plus 3 months of their online service. So you're easily getting like a $70 to $80 value out of this package. And not only that, the game you get bundled with it is actually a really great game. Especially if you're going to be playing with multiple people, Mario Kart is like a staple that you have to have in your collection. Unfortunately, as of now, Nintendo isn't doing anything for the Nintendo Switch Lite, which is sort of a disappointment, but at the same time, with the rest of the deals we're going to be taking a look at, we're going to have money to spend on a bunch of other stuff. But if you're looking at picking up a main system, I would say that right now is a great time because this is one of the best deals that have come out in the last few years. So now if we move on to the games that are going to be getting a price cut. The first one I want to take a look at is Minecraft Dungeons, the Hero Edition. Nintendo's going to be offering this at only $19.99, which is a great price cut. You got all the downloadable content included in the game package, and plus you're getting a physical version of the game. If you haven't played this game yet, this will be the perfect time to pick it up. I don't really expect this to ever be offered cheaper than $19.99, so this is a great deal offering from Nintendo, especially that the game only came out this year. Now, if we move slightly up the price chart at $29.99, we have the Pokemon Let's Go games, which are great reimaginings of the original games. They do change a lot on the Pokemon catching mechanics. So if you're looking for a traditional Pokemon game, this isn't going to be your cup of tea, but it's still a really fun game. And at only $29.99, especially if you have young kids, this will be a great pickup. It's a great pickup for basically anyone. Even I would love to have the second edition. I already have the Eevee edition. I'm going to be picking up the Pikachu version since it's so cheap. So next, we're moving up to the last price category for the price cuts Nintendo has announced, and that is the $39.99 category. Now, there's quite a few games in this category. So how we're going to do it is I'm going to start from the games that are awesome, but that I would recommend least, and we're going to move up to my top choices of games that are going to be on sale for this Black Friday. So the first games on this list are going to be Mario Tennis Aces, Yoshi's Crafted World, and Splatoon 2. These are all great games. They are first-party games, and at $39.99, they're probably the cheapest they've ever been for this Black Friday. But at the same time, the list is so long this year that these are my Category B pickups. Basically, all the other games that we're going to talk about are going to be my Category A pickups, meaning that if you don't have them yet, they're sort of the games that you just have to buy. These 3 games are still great pickups. If you have everything in Category A and you still have money, or you just have enough money left over that you can pick up all of these games, pick up these 3 games. You won't be disappointed, but they're not the best offers, in my opinion, for this Black Friday. Now for the rest of the games, we're going to be taking a quick look at them, but one at a time. And the first game I want to take a look at is New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which is being offered at, once again, $39.99. And This is a great 2D Super Mario game. I know it got a lot of hate because it's just basically a pure port of the Wii U edition, but you know what? We're sort of getting used to that from Nintendo now, and if you haven't played the games on the Wii U, this is a great pickup. Of course, if you already have it on the Wii U, or if you've already played the game before, you can maybe forgo this one. It's not worth double dipping on in any way, but at the same time, if you've never played it before, this is a great game collection. It is really worth the $39.99. Now we follow it up right away with another great 2D Mario game. Super Mario Maker 2 is also on sale for $39.99, once again being one of the lowest prices it was ever offered. And this is the best 2D Mario game in my opinion. However, it is the best 2D Mario game because if you get into the online world. Basically, the online co-op play is not that great, but what is great is playing all the great levels that are created by different people. I myself, I'm not so much into the creation itself, but rather into testing out the different worlds that other people have come up with. But if you do get into that world building, I know that a lot of people swear by this game. I love playing it. I just didn't get so much into the building, but it offers both parts of the spectrum. So if you can only choose one 2D Mario game, I would go with Super Mario Maker 2 above the previous one. Now for the last three games, which are also going to still be offered at $39.99, the price drops are amazing because these are some of the best games available on Switch. And the first one is Fire Emblem Three Houses. Basically, this was in my top 10 games of 2019. It's probably in my top 10 games of all time Switch games for the moment. This is an amazing strategy RPG. If you've never played a Fire Emblem game, it's a perfect game to jump onto. It's also a game that you can play multiple times, taking different directions, trying different houses. So if you like buying games that you can have hours and hours and hours of gameplay without having to invest in a new game, I would say that Fire Emblem Three Houses is your best bet for this year, because this is probably the game that you can sink the most hours into on the list today. Now before last, but definitely not least on our list, we have The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, the remake for the Nintendo Switch, also at $39.99. And this was once again one of my top 3 games of 2019. And honestly, it was really in hot contention for the top spot. I love this game. I love the remake. I love the cartoony version that they made for basically the remake. The gameplay and the stages are almost identical to the original version, while at the same time making it feel like a fresh, new, vibrant 2020 game. The music is awesome. Basically, if you've never gotten into a portable Zelda game, this is the perfect reimagining of one. And whether you play it on the TV or in portable mode, it is an awesome game to experience at least once in your lifetime. And it's one of the more out there Zelda games because it was made by a separate team than the original team. So honestly, this is, in my opinion, a must-have for the Nintendo Switch if you haven't played it yet. And now the top pickup for this year, once again at $39.99, is going to be Luigi's Mansion 3. Now this was my top game of 2019, and it still is probably one of the best overall games on the Switch. One, because animation-wise and graphics-wise, it's probably one of the best games to flex the power the Switch has. And number 2, it is probably the best evolution of one of Nintendo's series so far on the Switch. I find that Luigi's Mansion 3 has really catapulted the Luigi's Mansion series to a prime Nintendo Switch franchise. But what's really great about Luigi's Mansion 3 is even if you've never played a Luigi's Mansion before, you'll probably really get into this game. All the different floors of the hotel are really vibrant. They're really different. You feel like you're getting into a new game each time you change floors. This is really a one-of-a-kind experience on the Switch. So if you're going to pick up any game this year, make it Luigi's Mansion 3, and then work your way down this list. You won't regret any of the games, but this is really the ultimate pickup for this year. So far, that's what Nintendo has for us for Black Friday 2020. That is at least their official list. Now don't forget that there will be retailer-specific deals and third-party deals probably coming out, and we should get them very shortly. But even with just this list to work with, we've got a lot to look forward to Black Friday 2020. So as I said at the beginning of the video, if you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe if you aren't already, don't forget to activate that notification bell, and as usual, I hope I'll see all of you in my next video.